always say, yeah, I want to make sure that, my kids, my grandkids are straight. The job market isn't there. The U.S. economy doesn't support that thinking anymore. That mindset. Everything is going online now. Everything is online. I mean, the manufacturing bases in the United States is gone. Nothing is basically made in the United States. We import everything and export very little. Only thing we probably export in this country, and I'm not into that, probably guns. That's basically about it. We import everything. And, but one thing, the biggest thing that came out of the Depression was the Renaissance era. When money and morale is low, you know what people do a lot? They watch movies. It's a given. I mean, you can Google it. The Renaissance era came from the Great Depression. When people don't have money to go to the movies, they can watch movies at home. And with the internet, it allows you to watch movies very, very, very cheaply, if not free. So, who's going to be watched? I am. I mean, I can go right now and show you, this is a picture right here. That's my views on YouTube. You can see that. Look at my views. I mean, they just taking off. Like, look at that. My views are just. I mean, I'm in a position where I'm like, this might happen. It's happening. And for those, I mean, it's like, it's Google stock basically, because Google owns YouTube, and I'm #1 on there. And I couldn't afford to buy Google stock, so what I did was the next best thing. I got a free account and I became #1 on Google YouTube. And for those who get in now, I mean, it's a no-brainer. I don't have to beat anybody. I don't have to cheat anybody, and I wouldn't, because several things. One, I know it's wrong. I've been through that part of my life. Two, I'm not blocking my blessings from stealing nothing from nobody. I'm not going to take $10 from you and mismanage it or misuse it to block $100 million that somebody's going to recognize my talent and say, you know what, it's about time to get that brother some money. He's going to do great, great, great things. I just don't understand, how I do, because especially like myself, who day in and day out, all I do is video, film, make clothes. I'm productive all day, every day. All day, every day. I'm talking to kids, I'm helping seniors, I'm walking 20 or 30 miles, giving kids productive insight on life. And it might not be the way you would, but it's effective and it works. You look at my dad will tell you, he's in the next room. Man, kids come knock on this door. I mean, this ain't no game. Like, kids come knock on this door 3, 4, 5 times a day. Like, where one's at? Tell one we want him to walk us to the store. Where one's at? We got something for him. I mean, it ain't no joke or no game, and we ain't playing no games with the kids. And kids really, I was asked, why you be around kids? And I don't. It's not that I be around them. They be around me. I've been house working. There's no way you can film 10,000 videos, star in them, upload them, make 4,000 shirts, film 200 2-hour movies, film commercials, handmade clothes for animals and humans, and be out in the street chasing other people. I have to focus and dedicate 100% of my talent, my creativity, and my mind towards me. However, I take the lucrative financial gains and help other people. And I've never asked for a penny. And I've never wrote a penny off on my taxes. However, I've come to the bump in the road where I'm going to need some help now. So, for those of y'all that be getting these videos, we send them out everywhere. And for real, like, I tell you like this, for real, like, hey man, if you don't want to send us money, do this. Set us up an apartment. Get us some plane tickets to LA. Pay for the apartment for 60, 90 days or whatever is on your heart. And let us just take our money out there. If you don't want to give us anything directly, pay for the stuff and let us go out there. We just want to put our talent on in the epicenter of the world. Actually, we already are because we're online. However, until we get around all of those people that are doing exceptional, great things, I mean, people going, by the nature of numbers, you see that, by the nature of numbers, people going to see it anyway. But to be around those type of people will speed up the process. And one way you can notice that is this. Facebook was going to be a huge site anyway. However, Zuckerberg went to Silicon Valley. You know what I mean? He left Cambridge, Massachusetts, and Harvard. He didn't have to because he was online. However, for him to get around people who thought like him, for him to get the ideas, for him to get in the job pool or the mindset of those who had built super sites, he had to supersede and leave where he was. And I mean, my dad was like, well, why would you go there? You can do what you do here. It's not the same. People don't believe here. You know what I'm saying? That's why people go to Jerusalem, or, people who study Islam, they go wherever they go. And, people study Buddha, they go wherever they go. It's about the area, the geographical, the physical location. There's a difference when you are actually there physically. To be somewhere mentally is one thing. First, you have to get there mentally. But when you get there physically and people actually see you took the steps and the necessary process to actually obtain the courage and the due diligence and the determination to actually put forth not just the effort but the finances to come and believe in a dream, to actually come here physically, and basically when you sacrifice, look, I got to stop everything. I have to get to that point in my life. I must get there. God told me I have to get there. Once you do that, man, somebody's gonna recognize. They say, man, that guy came all the way here from Richmond. He was already number one. Already number one on earth. He still came here to show us, look, I'm here, man. I want to be amongst the superstars. I want to be a big fish in a big pond. If you put a, it's funny. If you hold a killer whale down, it's the biggest carnivore in the ocean. If you hold him down where he doesn't have air, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna drown, right? However, if you take him out of water, right, and put him in a pond, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna drown. He has to be in the ocean, but he has to be able to come up for air. He's gonna dry out. He's gonna basically drown with air. But if he don't get air, he's gonna drown with water. Mm-hmm. So he has to be in his element, but out of his element. He has to be in a large body of water, but he has to come out of that water and breathe air because he's a mammal. It's the same situation with this film thing. Although I'm online and I reign online as far as video, I don't have the views that other people have, but they catching up. You can see that. However, I need to be around other filmmakers, other thinkers, other inventors. I'm gonna drown.